Hi, I'm Lee Johnson. I'm a backyard bow hunter. I love chasing these deer around my neighborhood, and I'm a firm believer in using obsession scents as part of my arsenal. I figure anything to up the odds of tricking these smart city deer has got to be a plus. My favorite is Bowhunter's Fatal Obsession scent, but I use them all, and believe me, they work. On the way in, I spray up my boots for cover scent. It's almost unbelievable how many times they've crossed my trail and followed me to my tree. And when I arrive at my ambush spot, I pick out a place where I'd like for them to be standing for the shot and spray up a bush. I call it setting them up for the shot. Now this buck fell for it hook, line, and sinker. He followed me right to my tree and stuck his nose where it didn't belong. He was set up and didn't know the old man was in town. You can tell by his body language. His nose is just a-working. With all his attention on the scent, it's the perfect opportunity to get off a shot. Thankfully, it's his lucky day. I let him go with just a warning. Another good use is to spray up an overhanging branch on a scrape. Now if you're hunting over it, they'll probably stick their nose all in it, enabling you to get off a shot. But it's also great for setting the trail camera over. I've gotten a lot of good pictures on scrapes using this method. If I'm setting them up for a shot, most times I'll just set the bottle there too. Even though my scent's on it, they never seem to mind too much. It's just something else to draw their attention away from what's coming. On this hunt, I had 3 sets of eyes to overcome. The BFO made my life a lot easier. With their full attention on the scent, I was easily able to pick a time to draw and get off a shot. They never knew what hit them. Another good use would be on a day where the wind's not steady and switching around. Every now and then I would pour a capful, throw it out, let it dribble down through the canopy. That trick has saved many a hunt as a cover scent. It's almost unbelievable how many times they sniffed around on the bottom of my tree. Now I can't shoot them straight down like that, but they can't stay there forever. Most times they'd follow my trail out to my bottle anyway. Then I'd catch them sticking their nose where it didn't belong. This stuff is not a magic potion. The hunter has to do his part too. But it's kind of like my grunt call. It doesn't always work, but it'll always be in my bag of tricks, because when it does, it's almost like cheating. Another one of my tricks is make a mock scrape under my tree about where I'd want the shot to take place. Now with BFO on my boots, I'll use a stick and rake out the leaves under an overhanging branch. Then I'll spray the branch and the dirt and leave the bottle close by. I figure if a deer comes slipping by, it'll be hard to resist sticking his nose where it doesn't belong. Usually, it'll be so infatuated with the smell, I could dance the hokey pokey and it wouldn't have a clue. Now this little buck sniffs the ground and the overhanging branch. Then he follows my boot trail right to the bottle. He can't seem to get enough of it. Well, while he's sniffing that Bowhunter's Fatal Obsession scent, imagine what could be going on in the tree. Let's say you have a young hunter that needs a little extra time to get set up. Or maybe you just like seeing a smart deer made a fool of. Well, whatever you choose, you have plenty of time to do it, including the hokey pokey. Now that bottle was in my pocket. You know there's human scent on it. But he's so infatuated with the BFO smell, I guess he just doesn't care. This is another hunt where a deer followed my scent trail into the bottle. Now this little buck looked up at me, but I guess it just didn't register. It wanted to find that smell. It slowly followed the BFO trail right to the bottle. Luckily for him, I wasn't looking for a little velvet buck, because he was definitely set up. Now this buck followed my scent trail in, but I couldn't shoot him. I had already fooled 2 other bucks, so I was bucked out. Now a bottle was on the other side of the tree in the food plot, but I did throw out a few caps down there, and by his body language, he got a whiff of it. Now wouldn't that be an easy shot? The way I see it is, you can let that little buck walk out of your life forever, or you can do like I do. Set him up for the shot.